welcome back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with another Newcastle United rant stroke thought of the day. And I was debating what to do on this one, whether to do a see you next Tuesday entry. But I had to come on and say something about this because the news has broken. Yes, that is right. The big sham that is Big Sam is back in Premier League football. Leeds United have shit the bed, broke the glass, and they brought this walrus-looking, bullseye logo-looking motherfucker out of wherever he was, football obscurity, over in his villa that he named Casa St James, with thanks to Newcastle United, is where he bought it from. They brought him back in to do what apparently he does best, and that is to save teams from the drop of the Premier League. Leeds United are in real shit. Obviously, they've been in real shit for a long time, actually, ever since they got rid of probably Marcelo Bielsa. Couldn't defend, but played great football and galvanised them as a club. They're in big trouble. The players are arseholes. They don't talk to their fans. The fans are getting pissed off with them. They're dropping like a stone. They're sitting on 30 points in the Premier League, 17th in the table, on joint points with Forest and Leicester. In terms of who's going to fill that last spot really for relegation, because it looks like Southampton are doomed and Everton are probably going to follow them as well. So they've reached for the big guns, and Sam Allardyce, the one-time England manager, I'll use that term loosely, before he got stung by a journalist for being a crooked bastard who can't lie in bed straight. So he has apparently been tasked with the responsibility of saving Leeds United. His first game is against Manchester City and newly found record-breaking Erling Haaland. Congratulations to the big man who broke Alan Shearer's record and Andy Cole's record, two former Newcastle United strikers, of 34 goals in a Premier League season, and he did it in 11 less games than Alan. So unbelievable, really, in terms of Erling Haaland. So yeah, big job for Sam Allardyce this weekend. And then he's got the mighty Newcastle United, which we just know this fat wanker is going to try and throw a spanner in the works of our Champions League run. But just to come on and talk about this, I mean, it is quite worrying that these mediocre, tired, old has-been managers are coming out of the woodwork for these big clubs like Leeds United. I mean, they made a big mistake when they got rid of Bielsa. They made an even bigger mistake when they got, Jesse Marsh in. They'd been better off getting Ted Lasso, I think, to be fair. Would have done a better job because he was clueless. They hung on to him too long and brought in Garcia. Again, not really cut out for the Premier League. Loads of good managers that they could have got in, younger managers that could have tried, but they've turned to Sam Allardyce, and Leeds are fucked either way, because if Leeds go down, they go down, they're relegated in the Championship. They've got to try and come back up. They've got to hope they don't stay down there for as long as they did last time. And they're fucked if they stay up as well, because if they stay up, this wanker's going to stay in the job. And what he's going to do is going to serve you up the most turgid football you've ever seen in your life. You've had some rotten managers. I mean, my mate's a Leeds fan, and he said he can't believe that in the last, whatever it may be, 10 years, Leeds United have had Neil Warnock and Sam Allardyce as a manager, which is rancid. That's right up there with Newcastle United having John Carver and Sam Allardyce and Joe Kinnear as well in the space of 10 years. So we feel your pain, Leeds fans. I don't really wish this on Leeds fans. I think you're better than that. I think you deserve better than that. I think you should have went and got a better manager. I mean, I don't know who it could have been, who could have come in and done a job for you, but surely somebody better than this walrus-looking twat, and he's so arrogant as well. He hasn't changed his tune at all. The big headline news that's going around on social media now is he's saying there's no one better, nobody more knowledgeable in the game than him. Not Guardiola, not Klopp, not Arteta. And then he went on to try and caveat it because he realised he sounded like such a twat. And he tried to say, "Oh well, no, I don't mean that. I'm better than them, and because you're not better than them, Sam. Statistically, you're not better than them." Leeds United were very quick to obviously wax lyrical about their new manager, and they put on his Premier League record. I think it was 500 odd games and 170 odd wins. So I kind of worked it out loosely, about 33% win ratio. So just to give you a little bit of a news flash, Sam, because I know whatever goes on in this batshit crazy head of yours, in terms of, you think you can manage Real Madrid, you're thinking about hailing the Queen's boobs again, whatever it is you're thinking about, right? So the win ratio, just to let you know, you're on 33%, okay? So there's nobody better than you. There's actually quite a big list, mate. I'll just rattle off some names for you. Pep Guardiola, win ratio 73.6%. Sir Alex Ferguson, win ratio 65.2%. Jurgen Klopp 62.6, Jose Mourinho 59.8, Arsene Wenger 57.5, Mauricio Pochettino 51.6, our own Rafa Benitez, former Newcastle manager, who was much better than you were, mate, 48.2%, Gerard Houllier 46.7, Brendan Rodgers 45.4, and last but not least, the king himself, KK Kevin Keegan on 43.4%. I don't even put Eddie Howe in there. Eddie Howe might even have better stats than you, mate. So there's considerably better managers than you, you stupid, deluded, arrogant bastard that you are. I mean, I like Leeds, I really do, right? And I don't want Leeds to go down. I like Leeds, and I think the Premier League is better for having Leeds in. They've got a great fan base. You know, they're a great city. They've been through the shit for the last 16, 17 years, and they deserve better than what they're getting right now. They so much deserve better than Sam Allardyce. But this is the conundrum, right? I hate Sam Allardyce, and I think a lot of people hate Sam Allardyce. He is football's past, not football's future. He shouldn't even be in a job. You know, he went rambling on his press conference to say that this is the last chance he may get to build a team that can maybe challenge those boys, referencing Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. And I mean, he's talking about Liverpool, right? Newcastle United are above Liverpool right now, mate. So I know you don't want to think that because you've got bad memories of Newcastle United because you failed there spectacularly, right? So this is what annoys me about Sam Allardyce. He's so deluded. He's completely off the fucking reservoir in terms of what he thinks about himself, his ability as a manager. He's not that good of a manager. He's a leak fixer, isn't he? You know, the pipes are burst. He sticks a bit of masking tape around it, screws a little fucking ratchet to it, stops the drip, you know, and then you think everything's all right. And then about 3 or 4 months later, bang, the pipes burst and it's flooded and then he's out the door. And that's what he's done at all his other clubs. He did it at Everton, he did it at West Brom, he did it at Palace, and he'll do it again at Leeds. If he keeps Leeds United up, he will be out the door, you know, one of the first managers to get sacked the season after. And Leeds fans will not want that style of football anyway. You know, it's not the way they play. They haven't got any hard-hitting, big, tough lads in that side that Sam Allardyce relies upon. You know, you back in the day when he was very successful at Bolton Wanderers with, you know, your Kevin Davies and your Nolans and your guys like that. He's not got players like that at Leeds United. You know, Bielsa built them to be this front foot counter-attacking side. And Jesse March, I don't know what the fuck he did with him. But Garcia's just kind of trying to patch it up, you know. But the Leeds United don't have that fight and that bite in that team. They're not a team of battlers. You know, unfortunately, they're a team of bottlers at the minute. Is what they're doing. They're dropping like a stone. And getting this guy in is not going to help them. You know, it stinks of desperation. I do feel really sorry for the Leeds fans. You know, if I was the Leeds board, I would have went and got Marcelo Bielsa back in. Is what I would have done, and just hope that the feel good factor carried them over the line for the last couple of games and kept them in the Premier League. But I think that ship has sailed, and you know, Leeds are going right back to the dark days that they don't want to be with this mediocre, shite, arrogant, egotistical, bullseye-looking manager. You know, and I hope to Christ that he doesn't shithouse a 1-0 win against Newcastle in a week or so, because we will be absolutely livid and spitting feathers if that happens. Please, God, Eddie Howe, if we're ever going to turn over a team, let's turn over this arrogant bastard side, because I can't bear him. You know, you look at him in his press conferences. I'd rather Harry Redknapp would have went back into Leeds. At least Harry Redknapp's likable. You know, Sam Allardyce is the most crooked bastard in football. I mean, you've got to look what he did in the England job, for God's sake. You know, he's got no business in the modern day game. It's a rank shithouse move by Leeds. I really hope it backfires, to be honest with you. I hope he doesn't keep you up, because if he doesn't keep you up, there's a good chance he won't return. But I don't know what Leeds have done with themselves now, because if they go down, they might keep him to try and get them back up. And if he stay up, you're going to keep him, as I said as well. So yeah, a horrible situation. Shame on you, Leeds, for dipping your hand back into the bloody raggy doll reject bin and putting this tosser back out and putting him into the footballing world. Shame on you. A plague on all your houses, Leeds board. Not you, Leeds fans. I feel sorry for, I really do. But yeah, that's my tuppence worth on Sam Allardyce. I cannot bear the bloke. He stinks of football mediocrity, and I can't believe he's back in the game. And I just hope to fuck that he falls flat on his face, certainly against Newcastle United and Ellen Road in a few weeks. But if you like this kind of thing, please subscribe, guys. Click the button. Love you. Come join us. We're on about 3,220 subs. Loads more room for you guys. 2 free shows, or 2 live shows, even Mondays and Wednesdays, and pop-up videos like the Rant one you've just watched. Let's keep supporting that team of United. Let's hope to Christ we beat Sam Allardyce's Leeds in a week or so, because I couldn't bear the look on that smug bastard's face if he gets one over on Newcastle United. I hope he loses every game. And Leeds just stay up by the skin of their teeth, maybe. But I hope he loses every game and then they flick him out. Leeds stay in the Premier League. He goes. Win-win for everybody there. But okay, let's catch you later, guys. We'll see you later. Cheers. Bye.